The Suplah, bringing you the latest in wrestling news, reviews, and rumors by annoyed fans. For annoyed fans.
Let's get it on!
Bring it!
Wrestling fans, and welcome to another. It's
fucking
like
great, absolutely brilliant. You're not even 5 words in, and you're already messing up.
To another edition of the Suplah. I am Andy Juan, and with me, as always, is my cat Kenneth. No more music, thank you. Can you tell I had a nap about half an hour ago?
Hey.
Wait, I'm saying we're getting the cat to say something.
Are you fucking...
And with me, as always, is Sam Brooks.
Are you shitting me right now? I get second billing over a fucking cat now. Is this the status of the show now?
The only reason being is the cat has decided to come over, and now he's jumped off and he's gone away now. So
yeah, brilliant. Okay, how does it feel to put him above me now that he's left you and you're stuck with me? Huh? Do you feel good about that decision?
Not particularly, no.
I'm sure you're not the only person who's regretting decisions lately.
Who else is regretting decisions lately, Sam?
Oh, me? Because why the fuck am I... why am I still giving this company any semblance of my time and money and mind? Because... oh boy. This past week has been, it's been tumultuous, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to one Liam Doon before the show, and he was like, 9 hours of wrestling. Come on, enough. And then they go and release people anyway, Samuel. They go and release people anyway. So, WWE have unfortunately released the following people. Bo Dallas, who I didn't even realise was still there. Mickey James. Kalisto. Mojo Rawley, Samoa Joe, and the Iconics of Peyton Royce and Billy Kay.
These releases are just so happening to be on the same day as the previous year's batch of releases, wherein we saw Kurt Angle, Rusev, Eric Rowan, and many more depart the company.
Yep.
Specifically after WrestleMania, and yet it's been a couple of years since we've really had a... it used to be called spring cleaning, didn't it?
Not the greatest name in the world for something, but yes.
That's what it was known as on the ever-respectful internet wrestling community.
What a wonderful...
It's been a while since we've had a consistent time period for people to just be let go. Normally it's just the occasional case where someone gets fired or requests their release, but now we've gotten the fucking full-blown territory of people just being released en masse. And it's so... we should really take a look at like this individual like list here so that we can see why some of these people have been let go and maybe give our reactions.
Okay, so who is the first on our magical list, Samuel?
Oh, we got to start at the... I think we'll go from bottom to top. How about that?
Okay, whilst you do that, I'm going to get a picture of Billy Kay and Peyton Royce on the screen because for some reason it's not working on the magical stream.
Technical difficulties and the Suplah. Name a more iconic duo, am I right? So I say bottom to top. I mean, this is a list in which the WWE released these names, so this isn't us ranking them. It's the company themselves.
Oh, goody. This sounds like all the fun in the world.
So we got a couple of little footnotes here. We've got when they last appeared for the company. We got some tweets reacting to this release, and we'll have our own fresh input, I'm very sure.
I'm sure we will.
We'll be entirely respectful and with decorum. Oh, hi, Kenny. I'm glad you agree. Holy shit, that was the loudest I've ever heard him on the show.
Oh my god, like literally, he's just bid for a crap. and he was literally like meow meow meow. I'm like, okay, buddy, you go.
Well,
do
he wants
that.
to let you know. He thinks you should be in the loop.
What of him going for a dump?
Hey, I'd let you know.
I'm very confused.
You let me know.
No, I don't. That's fake.
Literally 5 minutes before the show, you were like, so, I got all of the pictures together, and I put it in a slideshow, and I went to the toilet. It's like, great, yeah, awesome, Andy. I'm glad that I know this. I'm really glad you decided to share that with me. It's changed my life forever.
But yeah, I literally, that is the loudest the cat has been since I think we've ever done this show. Like, legit, that is like the loudest.
Well, he's distraught. He's in pieces of the fact that Bo Dallas is no longer there, despite the fact that his last appearance with the company was in October of 2019
Oh man, are you
at the
serious?
Crown Jewel event.
Really? Like,
Bo Dallas, at one point, was one of the most entertaining characters that NXT had to offer. That was 8 years ago, 2013. And yet somehow, someway, this guy has managed to stay under contract until this week.
because apparently he's basically saying that he just wants to go retire now on a farm or something.
Yeah, that's literally what he's been doing. Like, he's been putting in the work on, like, this rural property, so it's like, okay, at least he has a retirement plan.
Well,
Maybe
yeah.
he'll go work for the IRS.
Oh yeah, because of his dad.
Maybe he'll do, fortune telling in the swamp.
But this is the thing. Like, his brother's the Fiend, correct?
Yeah, his brother's Bray Wyatt.
So are you telling me that there's nothing you could have done with that at all to get him interested in staying with the company and justifying paying him, even though you've been given $1 billion for your tape library to stick it on the cock or peacock or whatever the fuck it's called? Like, I don't understand. I really don't get it. Like, does firing Bo Dallas save you a great deal of money? Kenneth, what's wrong?
He's really sad about Bo Dallas. He believes.
He is really sad about Bo. Kenneth, what's up? Are you sad about Bo? He could give a shit. He doesn't know what I'm saying. So
Yeah, so, I mean, it remains to be said that Bo Dallas has been, like, I'd say consistently entertaining in whatever role he's been in. Remember when he came up to the main roster and he did the whole Bo leave thing? And he ran around the ring and he ran over El Torito?
oh yeah, that was a thing.
That was funny. But then, they had him have, like, a winning streak of 10-0. Who does he lose it to? R-Truth. Because, of course,
They called
young, fresh, upcoming talent. R-Truth.
R-Truth. Yes, of course. That
Beating
guy.
grizzled veteran Bo Dallas. What is Bo short for? Borothy?
Bobo.
Bobo.
Yeah,
Bobo Dallas.
Bobo Dallas is his name.
I still believe.
Okay, what? Oh god, is Bo short for? Let's see.
I mean, his real name's like Taylor or something, isn't it?
Bo is short for several names, including Beaufort.
Oh my fucking god. What, we're getting the guy who can't pronounce any names to fucking read out these alternate pronunciations. Yeah, good one.
Beauregard.
Bonita.
Bonita. Or
Bonita Dallas.
Or Bonnie.
Bonnie Dallas. I like that.
But apparently, Bo is an English diminutive form of the name William. The name Bo and the name Bojo, or it's Scandinavian, so I've said that completely wrong, are variants of Bo.
This is a semantics lesson, apparently.
And now you know. And if you don't...
Now you know, thanks to the Suplah.
And if you don't bow, now you bow, Dallas.
Well, no one's bowing anymore because he bowed out.
Oh yeah, no, he got bowed.
That's fucking awful. I'm sad about that. Wesley
least...
Blake.
Yeah.
Last appearance, December 11th, 2020 SmackDown. Now, this is a name that has a lot of history, surprisingly, with the company. Good old Frosted Flake, Wesley Blake. We remember those days in NXT with Buddy Murphy and Alexa Bliss.
I thought you meant, you remember the days, Frosted Flakes.
You know, when you have Frosted Flakes over breakfast with Buddy Murphy.
I don't definitely still have Frosted Shreddies.
Amazing.
Thank you.
We've got a guy who's been with company again in like NXT 2013-ish. That's when he formed the tag team with Buddy Murphy. They were I can't remember what they were. I think they were like one of them like dubstep and the other one was a cowboy. I think Wesley Blake was a cowboy.
I think it was slightly like.
I remember they won the NXT tag titles out of nowhere and shocked everybody.
Yeah, because they were with Alexa Bliss at the time, weren't they?
Yeah, but I think they won the tag titles and then they brought in Alexa Bliss because they were feuding with God, who were they feuding with?
American Alpha.
Oh, they were feuding with Enzo and Cass. Who they had Carmella at the time. And so then I think they brought in Alexa Bliss to be their female counterpart, and it's crazy that she somehow became the Michaels, and both of the tag team became the Jannetty. Isn't that odd?
Because Alexa Bliss is good. Not now, but Alexa Bliss is good.
Being booked incorrectly now, still good underneath. So you had them team in NXT for 3 years.
Yes.
I think about 2016-ish was when they stopped. And then he transitioned into the stable known as the Forgotten Sons.
What a great name for a shit stable.
Do you remember this?
It was basically him. I want to say Murphy.
No.
I want to say the other one.
Yeah, brilliant. It was a 3-man team.
They're called the Forgotten Sons. It lives up to their name.
It was Wesley Blake. It was Jackson Riker, formerly known as Gunner.
That's it. Murphy, Gunner. They're both interchangeable, for God's sake.
And then the third guy, I think his name was Steve Cutler.
Brilliant.
So their gimmick was that they were
shit.
Yes, but actually no. Their gimmick was they were American patriots. They were army veterans, I think.
QAnon people. No, okay.
So they became a like a significant team within NXT.
Right.
They had like several tag team opportunities. Never won them, I don't think.
So they're flat earthers.
Sure, if you want to add that fucking retrospective analogy, sure. And then they debuted on the main roster. Actually, I think this was last year. Yeah, sort of like middle of last year. This
is the thing. They call up people who are clearly not ready for the main roster, and then they just.
I mean,
like...
it's a question of defining what ready for the main roster actually means. Like, I think it's often the case that the performers are, but the creative team is not. Because they decide to call these people up, to the surprise of the people that write them. They have no idea what to do with them, because they don't know why they've been called up. So as much as the talent may be good, I feel like the booking team does have a sort of part in that, so it's not entirely their fault.
Okay, but I mean, my issue is...
But besides this, they debuted on SmackDown. I think they feuded with Lucha House Party, and they had some interactions with the New Day. And this is when they like really went into the American Patriot thing with because I think Gunner and Steve, the other guy, were they were Marines or something. They were actually like in the armed forces at some point.
Okay, fair enough.
But then Jackson Riker shits himself on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
Supporting good old Donnie Trump. Which led to serious backstage heat and backlash from many ones on social media, including people within the company. And then the Forgotten Sons were taken off television. So this guy was in a tag team with Blake.
Yeah.
No, this guy is Blake. He was in a tag team with Murphy. He gets broken up, left to sort of flounder, joins the Forgotten Sons, like a featured stable. And you think, he could actually be doing something now. But then the supposed leader of the stable goes nuts on Twitter. They all get taken off TV. Steve Cutler gets fired. At one point, I think he didn't. Because both of them, Wesley Blake and Steve Cutler, they were very, very briefly on SmackDown, accompanying Baron Corbin. I think they were called like the Knights of the Lone Wolf or something like that. But they were only there for like 2 weeks.
What?
So Cutler was released, and now Blake has been released too. Meanwhile, Jackson fucking Riker, the guy who made all of those shitty tweets, is in a featured program alongside Elias and whoever Elias is feuding with. I forget.
I know, Kenny. The guy's a jagweed. I know. There's not a lot we can do about it.
Fuck Jackson Riker.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Kenny, what do you think of Jackson Riker? You don't talk now, but you talk.
Is this really going to be the whole show? It's just you asking your cat something and then your cat's going to ignore you because you're a twat? The cat and the twat? Is that what we're doing?
The twat and the cat.
Yeah, very good.
That's a new podcast.
Uh-huh. Blake's gone. Yeah, Blake's gone. Sucks for him.
Yeah,
I don't think he's going to have many other avenues.
Impact.
Wouldn't be surprised if he retired.
Yeah, probably. But then again, what's Schmake doing in the Impact Zone, Mike?
Schmake.
You stupid. I don't know.
Oh my god, Mike Tenay, what's Besley Wake doing in the Impact Zone, you shit?
His name was Wesley. I mean, it was never really going to go well, really, was it?
And then there was that point where he was just Blake. Blake isn't so bad, but it's still
Wesley,
one name.
Fuck me.
It's still that one name like fucking Boner the Vince has, where everyone has to be fucking mononymous. It's like, why? Imagine if they did that to other talents, like Cold.
Please welcome my Via.
Yes, literally. If they call fucking Rocky Maivia just Maivia,
instead of
it would be like that.
Yeah, it wouldn't work. Please welcome Cena.
Jericho.
Okay, maybe these would work, but my point is, like, it's stupid.
No, there's nothing wrong with having a full name.
Yeah, I kind of do miss, in a way, the days where they had like the something. You
mean like the Wall, or
no, not like the fucking Wall, like
the Yeti?
Not the Yeti, not the Yeti.
The Shockmaster?
Not the Shockmaster. Okay, right, all right, fine. My case has been shut down. That case is now closed.
Well, no, hey, you obviously had something good in your mind. What good name has been like the
Rock?
Fair point.
You know, like I don't know, like I just. You could get
But
away...
The Rock was always, like, a nickname. He was never, like, brought in as being, like, oh, he's The Rock.
Yeah, no, that's true. But then again, The Undertaker...
He was always Rocky, wasn't he?
What about The Undertaker? He was brought in as, like...
Yeah, that's true.
The
Undertaker and The Kane.
The Kane, that's gotta be The Kane!
Imagine putting the in front of some other names that are, like, mononymous, like... Please welcome the Neville.
Yeah, when people say the AEW, I'm like, no, that doesn't make sense.
We're gone off to the AEW.
Like, when people used to say the WCW, I'm like, no, that doesn't make sense. Like, the WWF made sense because it's the World Wrestling Federation. Like, the WWE even sounds fine, but if it has wrestling at the end of it, it doesn't make sense. Like, it just doesn't... You get what I mean?
Kind of, but it's not really important, is it?
No,
you're just rambling.
Yes, but you know what's rambling? Mojo Rawley, he's gone.
Mojo Rawley, oh, I have history with this fella.
I mean,
there was a point in time where he was like, I hated him. Like, I honestly hated him, like,
I've never.
proper X-Pac heat levels.
Oh yeah, no, he has complete X-Pac heat. Like
It was kind of like a running joke even in the show, where it was like, "Oh, Sam loves Mojo, doesn't he? Haha." But no. But then, oddly enough, I kind of started to like him ironically, and then that just shifted into liking him genuinely.
No, Sam, no.
Not like I would say, "Oh, I'm a massive fan of Mojo Rawley. I'm gonna tweet on Twitter about how much I love Mojo Rawley." Like, his philanthropy is something that needs to be stated. Like, if you're gonna have Titus O'Neil win the Warrior Award, then Mojo Rawley should also win the Warrior Award. Because the stuff he did for the company in terms of like charity work and everything was fucking stupendous.
What did he do then? Let's give this guy a proper send off then. What did he do that was so good?
Well, he was always like in partnership with like I think maybe the Special Olympics at one point. Let me actually look this up. I want to give this guy a proper credit
because the thing is as well, he knew Gronk.
He was the person that brought in fucking Gronk to the Fed.
Yeah, and the thing is, you now just gone right. We've used Gronk. Goodbye. That's basically what they've done. They've gone, yeah, we got Gronk's phone number now. You're not needed. Fuck off. Like that's basically what they've gone and done, which is really not right. Like I just don't understand the logic behind that. It's just like, well, okay.
So a couple of names that come to Mojo Rawley's philanthropic efforts are the UNICEF is probably the biggest one.
Holy shit.
He worked with he did like a thing with UNICEF. He did Soldier Strong, which is like a veterans thing.
Okay.
Like he did a lot of just like those generic like charity events. Like he was always at those. You always heard about it like in the press releases.
Yeah, I just don't. I mean, I don't really like him as a character, but as a human being,
As a character,
sounds...
it's shit. As a wrestler, like passable, but sometimes that's all you need, really. If we've seen like, if people enjoy your character enough, then you're basically set for life. Like, you don't have to be fucking Daniel Bryan or Zack Sabre Jr. Like, you don't have to be the best technical wrestler in the world, but
and some of the most beloved wrestlers of all time are literally basically in some ways. Yeah, they're good wrestlers, and I'm not gonna ever.
But they're not in the conversation of like the greatest.
No, they're not like in the conversation of like, oh, they're so technically gifted, like,
yeah.
Really... But like, people remember characters. Like, if I talk to any of my friends who don't watch it since I don't know the 90s, they'll be like, "Do you remember Scotty Too High? He was really good." Well, that guy was never a main eventer, and he's now a firefighter.
Remember the legendary workhorse Scotty Too Hotty?
And people remembered the characters. So if the character's good, then you have some sort of...
I may not have liked the character, you may not have liked the character, but the fact that he was at all of these charity events and all of that stuff, it's like, I mean, there must have been some kind of audience there for him.
Yeah, he could have been a spokesperson. They could have hired the guy in the office, for God's sake. Like, he could have been...
I mean, his booking was bad. The gimmicks they gave him were bad. Remember that, like, stretch of a couple of months on Raw where he was just cutting promos into a mirror for no reason?
Oh, that was,
and that led nowhere?
Oh, God. That literally went absolutely nowhere. I do not...
When was the last time he appeared, even? The last time Mojo Rawley appeared was, the middle of 2020, June 15, on a random SmackDown.
Great.
That's sad.
That is very sad.
But then also, I didn't realize he was gone for that long. So
well, yeah, I thought he'd...
Kind of shows you, really, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Does he have avenues anywhere else?
I'm sure he'll be an Impact.
Yeah, I was going to say Impact. Like, if there's going to be anywhere, like, they're the ones that are taking, like, the Zack Ryders, the Kurt Hawkinses, like, he would fit in there.
Yeah, I'm sure that'd be fine. I mean, I don't think...
Or he can just go off and do charity stuff.
Well, yeah, he's probably better off doing that, to be fair. Like,
just being like a really intense... He could be like fucking Mr. Motivator. Just be like fucking like really intense, like motivational speaker.
And there you
go. All of that shit.
Yeah.
There you go. Best of luck. Next up, Kalisto.
God. I mean...
Now this is fucking weird, because he's been in the Lucha House Party for years, and... They didn't release Lince Dorado or Grand Metalik, just Kalisto. Why specifically him? When he's the one who's been with the company for the longest? Again, 2013 sort of NXT, Lucha Dragons with Sin Cara,
Yeah, like I did.
moving up and everything. Like he had the feud with Braun at one point in like 2016. Like he's done like crazy spots. Remember that Salida del Sol like in the TLC match?
Yeah, onto like a ladder. Like that was like.
Like, he's crazy good worker, and I
I,
don't know. It just sort of seems very odd that he's been let go. I don't really know why.
well, please welcome the newest member of the Death Triangle to AEW. Like literally, I don't.
What is the Death Triangle?
The Death Triangle is a face. Somehow, it was a heel group, but it's now a face group of Pac, and Lucha Bros. So you could
Sounds pretty good.
You could just stick them in that team, couldn't you? I mean, it wouldn't be a triangle anymore. It would be so much a death square. Death square!
Or a death rectangle.
Super flippy square. Like,
And now,
Lucha Square.
welcome to the stage. Death Oblong.
Death Rhombus. Lucha Square. Mexicans and Pac. Who's from Newcastle? Why? So... Yeah.
It's basically fucking Mexico with England, isn't it?
He's like, could you just call them, like, I don't know, Newcastle upon Mexico or something? That would work.
They have dirty water supplies.
Lucha Bros. Newcastle.
Good lucha things, remember that?
God bless him.
He tried his best.
He did. He tried to do a good lucha thing, but he did go on to do good lucha things. So he was technically correct.
Did he though? There's this weird ceiling with luchadors in WWE for the past couple decades. Like, unless you're Rey Mysterio.
Well,
Even then, Sin Cara never went anywhere, but he was like one of the biggest signings of the last 10 years.
And the thing is, what a complete failure it was to not promote Kalisto as the next sort of major, I don't want to say Hispanic star, but that's the only thing I can think of.
I mean, that would have been Andrade, who got released shortly before all of this stuff, and that's interesting in itself.
I just, they have such a thing for trying to get Ray 2.0 so they could sell masks.
They literally have his son there.
I just don't
like. If you fuck that up, like, there's no excuses anymore. You want Rey Mysterio 2.0? You literally have him right there. His name's Dom. Fucking use him right. He's been tag teaming with his dad against Baron Corbin for the past
7 years,
5 years, but there have been like rumors that he's going to put on a mask at some point. But I don't know. Like, for me, it was going to be Andrade. Like, he's had the most respectable run in like most recent like memory for any Latino stars, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Like, he had the banger NXT run. He had like the partnership with Zelina Vega. He's also gone. Like, I don't know. It's just they always seem to mess it up somehow. And the weird thing is that we still have the two other members of the Lucha House Party.
Yeah, I
Grand
don't...
Metalik and Lince Dorado. Like, are they just going to be a tag team now?
Are they going to get released? I don't get it. It just doesn't make any sense. And
It really doesn't. And even then, Kalisto was featured as recently as like the Raw of a SmackDown before WrestleMania. Yeah, the SmackDown before WrestleMania. So like, what did he do? He must have requested it or something.
Yeah, he must have just gone, I'm going to AEW, fuck this.
You'd probably be used better there.
And truth be told, this is the whole thing about these releases, is that apparently Vince doesn't see AEW as a threat anymore, which I think is really dumb.
He says that now.
But, like, you're not on Wednesdays because of them. That is literally the reason.
Some might say, yeah.
So what? So how are they not a threat? I don't get it. Tony Khan has more money than God. Tony Khan and the entire Khan family.
Well, his dad does.
Okay. They have more money than anyone else, probably more than the McMahons. Like, okay, maybe
They have
not.
Jaguar money.
Yeah, they got the Fulham. But the point is that why would you buy Fulham for fuck's sake? Was it cheap? I mean, I guess.
Should have bought Sunderland instead.
Oh, Sunderland!
Sunderland!
Oh god. Anyway, British football or soccer references. Yeah. So I mean, I think it's all stupid. Like, I mean, Kalisto could do well in an AEW. Hell,
He's still a good wrestler.
He could go to New Japan. He could go anywhere. He could go back to PWG, for goodness sake.
Where was he even before this? Because as far as I'm aware, he was like a... I'd only ever heard of him coming from a performance center.
He literally was wrestling under a different name in the indies. So he was wrestling like PWG.
He was Samurai del Sol.
Yeah, he was just basically in the indies.
Ah, yeah, he was in Dragon Gate. That makes sense.
There you go.
He was United States champion several times and Cruiserweight champion.
This is what I don't
forget
understand.
about that.
Like, how do you...
Lucha Dragons were NXT tag champs. I don't know, like, I just feel like they really fucked up with him.
Well, speaking of people that they fucked up with, so...
Tucker.
That was not where I was going with that, but...
Tucker! Tucker!
So,
oh yeah, Tucker!
Here's the thing, right? This is sort of a similar thing with Peyton and Billy, right? You split up a tag team with Otis and Tucker, yeah?
Heavy Machinery, yes.
That's it. So you split them up, right? And you then claim that you have nothing for Tucker. But then you're not really doing anything really with the other guy.
It's like that meme of fucking Eric Andre shooting Hannibal, and it's like, who shot Hannibal?
I don't get it.
They break up Heavy Machinery. Who gave Tucker nothing to do?
Like, Liam and I were talking
You
about
did! This. You fucking did when you
did
broke
this.
up the tag team!
And here's the other thing as well. I was having a conversation with Liam about this, and they were like, could you imagine if in 2002, right, so the Dudley split because of the original draft, right? That was one of the big things that come out of that draft, the first one ever.
Yeah, and then he became a priest, didn't he?
Yeah, Devon becomes a
Before
reverend.
my time, so I'm hazy on the details.
Yeah, so basically he becomes a priest or a reverend or whatever. He goes, please come and name.
Testify. Oh, my brother, testify.
And then Bubba just is Bubba. Like, that's basically the only I can describe. He's just like one man Dudley boys. It was not good. So it was a total
And then
failure.
he went to TNA and he was Bully Ray.
Okay, but you're going too far ahead. Basically, later on,
sorry.
So they split in April of 2002 because I think that's roughly, it was like the night after Mania or a week after Mania or something. And then by November, which was Survivor Series, the Dudleys reunited because they realised this Reverend Devon thing sucks. It's terrible. So they just put them back together.
Man, Deacon Batista. Deacon Batista. Yep,
Batista,
that
does
was
he
his
just-
name. You fucking idiot.
He loves
Jesus.
potatoes, does he? Evolution is a
Potato.
mystery. It grows out the ground and it's very yummy. Potato-lution. Anyway, so potato-lution. God, even potato. Stop it. So basically, I heard Kim tell me to shut up in my head then for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Like,
He wasn't going to say it to you, I would have.
yeah, I was like, shut the fuck up. Because two people actually walked past my house, looking into my house as I was doing the Batista pose, going potato. Like, what the fuck?
Why is he doing this?
I
Who
don't
is
know.
this man?
Who is
Why
this
is he doing potato poses?
Here's this weird man. So yeah, so you split Heavy Machinery up, who probably also liked a lot of Spuds, and
No, they like steaks. That was their thing.
Steaks and Spuds.
Steaks and weights.
What's wrong? Okay. So you split them up, and then you just fire the other one because you got nothing for them. Here's a revolutionary concept, right?
It's
How
not
about
even this.
put
Like,
them back together?
Otis won Money in the Bank when they were still a team, and everyone thought, oh, maybe they could cash it in on the tag champs. No, fucking flash forward a couple of months. Otis loses his girlfriend, loses his tag partner, loses a briefcase, which resulted in a one-day title reign for The Miz. And then Otis teams up with fucking Chad Gable as Alpha Academy anyway. So what the fuck was the point? Oh yeah, there was none. Mandy Rose is now in a tag team with Dana Brooke, and no one fucking cares. She fell over at WrestleMania. That's the biggest thing she's done since last WrestleMania, where she was in a high fucking featured program that everybody loved. But no, we're not allowed to have nice things, apparently, Andrew, are we?
But this is the thing. Like, they didn't have a plan. At least when they split the Dudleys up, they had a plan and went, right, Devon, you're a priest. Bubba, you're just going to be Bubba. But at least we've got a plan, right? With this, they had no plan, and it's just sort of same with the Iconics, with Peyton Royce and Billie Kay. It's the same thing. They were the Iconics, and they were really good together as a team. And then they clearly didn't have much of a plan, because Billie Kay was just going around with her resume, which is deeply ironic now. And also
the gimmick becomes real life, doesn't it?
Yeah, and then you got Peyton, who sort of was just, I don't know what the hell Peyton was doing. I was only following Billie Kay's
She
career
was
for
in a
no
tag
reason.
team with Lacey Evans.
What?
But then Lacey Evans got fucked by Ric Flair and became pregnant, so she had to go away. So yeah.
God almighty.
Should we mention that Tucker has tweeted, "Freedom, baby."
Oh, so he seems to be pretty pleased about it. Okay, there you go.
He actually also tweeted a picture of himself on a golf course wearing like Hawaiian shorts and he had a giant spliff in his mouth, so it's like, okay.
Okay.
At least he's not sad. I'd rather he be not sad about this, you know?
Well, the thing is, he's probably got so much money now, he's just like, fuck it, don't care.
That's fair. So, moving on. Next, we have Chelsea Green.
So you hired this person from TNA or Impact or whatever the hell it's called now.
She was known as Laurel Van Ness.
She was like the bride lady.
Yeah, crazy bride lady. She had notoriety. I don't want to say she was notorious because that's one other person that we don't talk about right now.
What am I
And then yeah, she goes to NXT. Oddly enough, she didn't really have many appearances in NXT. She had more appearances on the main roster, but each one was treated as a debut. Like, it was so weird. Like, she had so many debut appearances on like Raw and SmackDown. She probably had more of those than regular matches within NXT. Like, it's so weird.
Yeah, I just...
She was in the fucking Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like...
And there's a tweet that she put out. She was last seen on the November edition of SmackDown. She had an injury, so that's why she was gone. But the tweet reads as follows. I've made once-in-a-lifetime memories of WWE. I didn't do everything I set out to do, but I'm proud of what I have done. Can you say you were in a Royal Rumble for 14 seconds? I'm proud of the fact that I never took no for an answer, even after 4 tryouts and a reality show. I'm proud of the fact that I came back stronger every single time as I was knocked down, or broken arm. Although it's been a few years, nothing has changed. I'm still that girl. Tomorrow, I'll get up, dust myself off, and start on my next journey. I'm taking back control, I'm refocusing, and what I'm going to do what I've always wanted to set out to do, make a name for myself. It's been a short and sweet WWE universe. I'll see you on TV. Heart emoji.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I mean...
One could say that she's a great wrestler. I mean, I've only seen a handful of her matches, and I was sort of impressed, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I could see her going back to Impact. As a bride person, screw it, why not?
Well, she's in a partnership with Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona, ain't she?
Oh, I did not know that.
So he's doing Impact stuff.
Oh, okay, well, yeah.
The link's kind of there, isn't it?
Well, I mean, in some ways, that's probably quite nice. If you could go to work with your spouse, that's probably quite a nice thing. So I would say that's probably a good idea.
We'll definitely see her again in the business. It's clearly stated that that's her aspiration. So there you go.
Yeah. I mean,
won't be without her for too long.
Again, AEW is there, so
AEW's there, Impact's there. Just don't go to Ring of Honor. That's like the one place we don't want people to go.
Yeah, don't. Oh my god! Why does that place still exist?
I don't know. But also on the list of names, Mickey James. Very surprising.
You would have thought she would have got a job at the PC or something.
Yeah, I mean, literally, they have so many people there as trainers or like brand ambassadors or some type of shit, but this is the second time that this has happened to her, unfortunately. Last appearance was on the NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver pre-show. The tweet is as follows. Grateful for the memories, grateful for the locker room, grateful for the fans, grateful for these little keys to my golden handcuffs. You can never expected others' vision of you to be as big as your own dreams. I don't know what that means. Thank you, at Vince McMahon, hashtag always blessed and grateful.
There's a reoccurring theme with some of these releases where it's like, oh, good. Rather than being like,
Oh, good, I'm free. I'm
like,
free,
yeah,
I'm free.
Oh my god, I didn't have to do like a Shawshank Redemption to get the hell out of this place. Like, I don't know, like, it just seems to me like a lot of people are like really happy. I just realized we haven't been looking at the chat this entire episode and we've been going for like nearly 40 minutes.
Stussy says, but Seth Rollins said pandemic wrestling is good because the fans can't interrupt the long-term stories WWE is telling.
But that's sort of the point.
What long-term stories? Aside from...
Don't say the Fiend.
Andy, help me out.
Don't say the Fiend, don't say the Fiend, don't say the Fiend. The Fiend?
Yeah. But even that shat the bed at WrestleMania, so...
It shat the bed when it began.
I'm Andy Kwan. I've never liked Bray Wyatt, and I will never like Bray Wyatt. You're going to hear about this every week, but I'm on the Suplah.
I want to like Bray Wyatt, but then
Do you?
Yes.
Do you really want to, Andrew? Because as far as I'm concerned, you've not put any of that effort forward in the past 8 years. You've always hated him.
That's because he's bad. He's always been bad.
Oh, get fucked. To say that he's bad is just, like... that is not correct. That is factually incorrect.
No, it is factually correct.
He's bad in your opinion.
Fine.
This isn't about the Fiend. This is about Mickey James.
Yes. So with Mickey, I think, like...
I mean, she's like a legend of the company anyway. Future Hall of Famer, surely.
Yeah, I don't quite understand...
She had like a partnership with Alexa Bliss in like I think it was like 2017, 2018, for some reason.
And she didn't even put anyone over on the way out. You just got rid of her. What was the point?
What was the last thing that she did? Let's have a look at Wikipedia. There was one point where she challenged Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship, but lost after a botched finish due to the referee believing that James could no longer compete. Do you remember this?
I have a vague memory of it, but then again...
It was in, apparently it was in September, wherein they basically decided to do like a referee stoppage thing, but she was clearly fine. She was almost like on her 2 feet after the call. It was just very odd and very weird, but yeah, you had that fucking snafu.
What a great way. Was that like one of her last matches?
Actually, yes.
Wow.
She was on that Legends night at the start of the year. She was in the Royal Rumble. And then she's only been doing commentary apparently since then. So that's a shame. I've always liked Mickey James, even when I when I first started watching, like back in the 2008 era.
Well, yeah, I always thought Mickey had something like
she's got that fan appeal.
Yeah, and like...
You just want to like her. You want to see her fucking win titles.
And at this point in her career, you could, like...
I mean, she already had that run in Impact. She's had, like, 2 separate runs in WWE.
I mean,
how old is she? She's 41, so...
It's not, like... She could go to AEW.
I don't really want to be, like, part of a camp of, like, oh, any WWE wrestler that leaves, let's just... AEW, just send them there, send them off to the farm.
Because then it's
then it's just as bad as TNA.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, NWA, because is Nick Aldis still the NWA World Heavyweight Champion?
Oh, that's a good question. I think he might be. Let me double check.
Because are they married?
They're still married.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, she'll be in NWA then. Like,
Yeah, he's in the NWA. He's the current 10 pounds of gold holder. There you go. So
I can't
there's an
believe-
avenue for her.
Nick Aldis wrestled in Lincoln like 3 years ago, and he was the NWA champion.
About sums up the NWA, really, doesn't it?
That hurts my head.
Moving on, we have the big names now. Peyton Royce and Billy Kay, the
Yeah,
Iconics.
I-
Peyton Royce's last appearance was on the March 22nd edition of Raw, and Billy Kay's last appearance was at fucking WrestleMania
I don't understand
this past week.
Like
Let's read out the tweets, shall we?
All right. Can I say my bit before you do the tweet?
Yeah, of course.
It's the same thing with Tucker and the other one. Like, literally. Look, I'm really tired. All right.
His name's Otis.
Okay, Otis.
Tucker and the other one. Jesus Christ.
But the other one is.
At least the other one is still fucking there.
But basically, yeah, like it's the same thing. You broke these two up, and
Bear in mind, they were like probably one of the most over double acts in recent memory.
yeah, like they won the women's.
Like the
tag
female
belts.
version of Edge and Christian.
Yeah,
Some would say.
and like you've got no female tag teams at all. Like
They were the female tag team for the past like half of a decade.
yeah, and at the end of the day, they were really good, and you don't have anybody, and you're just gonna break them up again. No plan. Billy Kay was going around handing out a resume for some reason, and I don't know. You probably told me in this episode. I still don't know what Peyton was doing. What was it like teaming up with somebody? You were saying
Lacey Evans.
Okay, that's probably why I forgot, because it must have gone in one ear and out the fucking other. But like,
I'm glad you're listening to me, buddy. I'm glad you value my input here.
I am listening, but it's just like as soon as you say like Lacey Evans, my brain just switches off. It's
You know what? That's fair. Well, you don't want to like act like a lady. Act like a lady. Da, 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 da. Fucking Ric Flair.
I don't like any of this. So I mean, you literally split them up, and then you're like, all right, we got nothing for them. Should we just put them back together again? And they didn't even do that, and that's the thing. It doesn't make any sense. Like, for some of these releases, like Bo Dallas, okay, they haven't been on screen for like, I don't know. Bo hasn't been on screen for ages, as we said. And like, I don't know. It just the answer is really simple to justify paying them. It was a very justifiable decision. Just put them together again, and let them face off against Shayna and Nia.
Yeah, that's the thing. They want to have this fucking women's tag division, and yet they have this inbuilt women's tag team in the Iconics. Do we want that? No. We'd rather have Natalya and Tamina. We'd rather have Shayna and Nia. We'd rather have Lana and Naomi.
Yeah,
what the fuck are you doing?
That's what I'm saying. There's no actual they're just singles competitors lumped together and put as a team. Like, the Iconics were the only tag team that you really have besides from the Riot Squad, and that was it. Like, and now you've got rid of that. And the thing is, like, one would argue Billy Kay isn't as good as Peyton Royce in the ring, but it doesn't matter. They were entertaining. You're supposed to watch this stuff to be entertained. I don't understand. They were actually entertaining. Billy was doing all right on her own with the crap that they gave her. And, I mean, Lacey Evans, fine, whatever. But, like, the point is, they were a good duo. And now you've just completely... it doesn't make any sense. Read the tweet, Sam.
Billy Kay on Twitter says, "Thank you, WWE, Vince McMahon, and Triple H for the past 6 years. They have fulfilled my dreams entirely from being a 10-year-old girl that fell in love with WWE from the moment I saw The Rock on TV. And now I'm walking away with so many incredible moments, from Super Showdown in front of my friends and family to winning the tag team championships at WrestleMania. Yeah. Thank you to every single person in both locker rooms and everyone that I have the pleasure of working with behind the scenes too. I love you all and will never forget the support and all the crazy stories we have together. I will miss you all so much. Thank you to all the fans for inviting me into your lives. I hope I made you laugh and smile. That's all I've ever wanted to do. I never forget all the kind words and memories we've had together over the years. Thank you to my family for always supporting this crazy dream and sacrificing so much for me to achieve it. I honestly wouldn't have gotten to where I am without you all. You have my entire heart. And thank you to my life partner, Cassie. That's Peyton Royce. Our journey started together, and it's only fitting that it ends together. I love you, I'm beyond proud of you, and I'm with you forever. Lastly, thank you to everyone that reached out to me today. Knowing that I affected people's lives in a positive way means the absolute world to me. Billy Kay. Fucking gut wrench, dude. Seriously? As far as we can tell, the reaction based from people that are like tweeting out about this release, they were fucking universally beloved by the talent and road agents and all of that shit. Like, and then Peyton Royce goes on to tweet. Although my heart is in need of some repairs, I must send out some thanks to Mr. McMahon and Triple H for allowing me the opportunity to work for you. I have loved every moment of it, and I will cherish my memories at WWE for the rest of my life. Some of my wildest dreams came true under your roof. I cannot thank my wonderful fans enough. You all fuel my passion and my soul. I'll never be able to thank you enough for your love through the years. I wouldn't have had these opportunities without you. To all the women and men I have shared the... It went small. To all the women and men I have shared the ring and locker room these past 6 years, thank you. All of your texts these past 24 hours have meant the world to me. I will miss your great minds, our memories, but mostly our friendship. I'm so grateful to have met you all. You've made me a better person. My hope is that I have made my country, my family, and friends back home proud. If so, I feel success in that. Without their support of me chasing my dreams since I was merely 10 years old, I wouldn't have done it. My husband, that's Sean Spears, Ty Dillinger, has been my absolute rock and my guidance throughout my whole journey here. I am so lucky to have his love and support. Baba, thank you for believing in me and my vision, for supporting my crazy ideas, and always making me feel like I can accomplish anything my mind desires. You make my life whole. This chapter of my life has finished, but I know in my heart I'm not done just yet. This really is just the beginning, and I'm excited to get back to work on the future. Heart emoji.
I mean, I can see them. I know we said don't send everyone to AEW.
I mean, Peyton's like inbuilt to go to AEW because of Sean Spears.
And I feel
what's
like
the name of that stable that he's in with MJF?
The Pinnacle.
She could fit in with them, surely.
Yeah. And the thing
Relentless Royce.
Yeah, that'll do. And with Billy Kay, I mean,
that I will always remember that fucking promo. I think it was after one of the Royal Rumbles, can't remember which one, where Kathy Kelly is just backstage, like going to interview them after being eliminated, and they're just so fucking annoyed with her and livid, and it's a completely improvised promo where she's like, "Did you go to journalism for that? You gotta be joking me!" Like, I watch that whenever I'm sad. Like, well, it's just such a fucking funny, brilliant promo. Like, they're both beautiful, talented, great women. What the fuck have you done, WWE? What have you done?
This has been, I mean, besides from...
You've opened a can of worms here.
Besides from the next person we'll be talking about, I think they've really messed up this time. I think, like, I don't get it. They're so good. I don't get it. And you've got fucking Tamina on the roster still, and Nia Jax, who literally drops people on their noggin. Like, are you serious? Like,
she's a champion as well. Don't forget that.
Every time I give
somehow made it out of WrestleMania with those championships.
Every time I give this company money, they do something stupid, don't they? They go, ha ha ha, we got our $9.99 off.
Well, they know it's you. They know it's you doing it, so they specifically fucking are like, ha ha ha, we'll screw over that little midget from Lincoln. Ha ha ha, I'm Vince McMahon.
You can't say midget, Vince. Shut up.
Shut up, midget.
Well done, Shelton. Like, what? No. Basically, yeah.
You know what? I'm genuinely surprised that they didn't release fucking Shelton and Cedric.
You know what I mean? There's so many people that they don't use, and like I don't.
It's not even that they don't use them. They were literally in the Hurt business. They got dropped and broken up for no reason. There's clearly no plans for them.
Oh god, they keep doing this over and over and over and over. It's like they don't like. I'm surprised the New Day lasted as long as they did.
I think it's down to the backstage pull that they have, honestly. They came in at the right moment exactly, and so they've said that like if they were to ever break up or disband, they would all have a big problem with it. So they tried to do it with the draft, with the brand split, but they still all represent the New Day. They're just on different shows. So, and they still do the podcast and everything, so...
Okay.
Yeah, it really is like a success story.
I just don't. I don't get it. And
Well, there's a big one.
yeah, is this the last release?
Samoa Joe.
Yeah,
He tweeted,
yep,
"Be well."
fair enough. And the thing is, he I mean,
After all these like essays and shit and like these notes, fucking screenshots, it's just a gif of fucking Harry Truman from the Truman Show. He's just like, "Be well."
truth be told, I don't
His
know.
last appearance was at the WrestleMania 37 commentary where he was wearing a giant condom.
Yeah, he looked like a massive condom.
It's what he would have wanted.
I don't get it, and it's not. And I tried to watch SmackDown last night. And
Oh yeah, they have Pat McAfee on commentary now, don't they?
So shit, it's unreal.
Wait, really? You don't like him?
Nah, he's a twat.
I think he's all right.
Nope, bad. And
Okay, hang on. Why do you think he's bad? What don't you like?
he's clearly being a heel commentator, right?
Yeah,
But
his
Cole-
shtick has always been like an obnoxious heel.
But Cole doesn't like when Jerry was a heel with JR, right? Like JR would be like, "Oh, shut up," or if Bobby the Brain Heenan and Gorilla Monsoon, Gorilla would be like, "Ah, shut up." None of these people talk like this. I don't know why. But like literally, at least they would acknowledge that what the other person is saying is just stupid heelish stuff. But Cole just sort of sits there and goes, "Uh-huh," and it's like, so am I meant to believe everything Pat's saying?
Anyway.
Like, acknowledge that what he's saying is stupid. Like, actually go, "Oh, would you shut up?" Do a Biden and go, "Oh, will you please shut the fuck up, you orange twat?" Like, at least, like, you know what I mean? Like, at least, like, do some sort of, like, I don't know, acknowledge that he's being a gimp. I don't know, but they just didn't. They just didn't. For the amount of time I could stay awake for, because it literally sent me to sleep. Their commentary put me to sleep. It was that bad. That's not the idea of a commentary
I think
team.
that's a shame. I've always enjoyed Pat McAfee down in NXT. Considering he came from like the NFL as like a kicker, like the feud he had with the Undisputed Era, I thought was actually quite decent.
Yeah, that was all right. That was fine. I didn't have a problem with him with that. It's just as a commentator.
And even
I'm
when he
like,
was on like fucking color commentary for NXT, I thought he was decent.
The only other thing I can think of is Vince is in his ear now, and that's the only other thing I think that's changed.
Yeah,
And-
I think you might be right.
Oh, it's just.
Apparently Mojo Rawley sent out a tweet that's very recent, actually. Sent out today, a couple of
Okay.
minutes before we started the show.
There you go. Cheers, Mojo. You're a good.
Yeah,
good
cheers,
guy.
Dean. Thanks.
Is it
9 years of fun, passion, and pure hype. Thank you all for getting and staying hyped with me. I love y'all this much. And it's a picture of him like with his arms outstretched like a bell end. The next chapter officially begins May 31st.
Well,
He's going to Impact.
Yeah, I mean they all have.
That's what that means, right? That means he's like the non-compete clause. He's going to Impact.
Yeah, yeah, because all these releases they can't compete for 90 days. So the other thing is
Well, you say that. Andrade apparently doesn't have that restriction. He can just go in straight and do whatever he wants to do now.
cheeky
Which
son.
is odd.
How did you do that?
I don't know, Charlotte.
Yeah.
Might have something to do with it.
Yeah, perhaps.
Not in a bad way. It's just grasping at straws here.
But what? I mean, how do you
Samoa Joe.
How do you have nothing?
Samoa
for,
Joe
How
here.
do you have nothing for Samoa Joe? Please explain.
Well, he's
that.
been on commentary for a while now, hasn't he?
Yeah, and he wasn't bad. He was good.
He was a good commentator because he cuts one of the best promos in the business still.
And I don't understand.
Big shock.
I mean, if it was a case of I want to come back to the ring and they just go, nah.
Well, they did take him off commentary, so everyone's thinking, oh, is he going to come back to the ring? And then they're like, ha, no.
You're gone. I don't know. I mean, for me, it just doesn't make.
It might be the
any
case
sense.
of a like Daniel Bryan thing where he's not cleared to compete by their doctors, but now he's actually like free to go elsewhere. So
Again, I don't want to be that guy that says the
you
words.
could go to fucking AEW and join Team Taz.
It's not terrible. Like these ideas are not bad ideas. You say
It's not that they're bad ideas, it's that, we can't just say it for everybody, because then AEW has the same problem that WWE has, where their roster becomes bloated and they don't know how to use the talent they have.
because the issue I
You
have,
gotta have balance.
the only thing is that they've got like dark and dark elevation. They need like more people. The other
Do
thing,
they though? I hear they've been doing alright.
yeah, they've been doing all right, but I don't know. I just don't go to Ring of Honor
The weird thing is
in any
that
capacity.
he was on commentary at apparently according to this he started in 2019. Like at the end of 2019.
Yeah,
So then he was in the Royal Rumble, but then he was eliminated by Seth Rollins. Had a match with him in like February.
okay.
And yet he suffered a concussion during a commercial shoot and was not medically cleared to compete. And then he was suspended for 30 days following the WWE's wellness policy violation.
How do you suffer a concussion during a commercial shoot?
What kind of commercial are you shooting?
Yeah, like what are you?
Is that that really old one for the Attitude Era where they like threw the guy out the window? Maybe they just did that. Forgot to put on his helmet. He's Samoan, he'll be fine.
That's not how life works.
There's a sweet irony in a Samoan man getting a head injury.
I think if he can still go, he could do his final run in AEW. There's no point going to Impact because
I'm just sad he never won the big one.
yeah,
Like, of course, he was NXT champion. Like, he might have even been the first ever two-time NXT champion, now that I think of it. But
How the hell did he never win the world title? Is it?
he had that run in NXT. He's the only one who ever beat fucking Finn Balor's demon persona. Queen.
Apparently, Stussy in the chat says the commercial had a table spot.
Oh, fucking brilliant. Jesus Christ. You didn't have... The amount of fucking commercials they have where they're just, like, in offices, because, look at them, they're wrestlers and they're in a working environment. Isn't that funny? Ho, ho, ho.
Look, there's a little green thing running around promoting some sort of cricket. Like,
Like, what the fuck? Like, why is that even necessary?
I don't know. It just,
You know what would be even weirder?
What would be weirder?
If it went back to Impact.
No.
Imagine he just fucking, like, whoever's the main champ at the moment is just fucking hear the dun, 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 Nation of Violence.
What?
Who is Impact World Champion? Oh, yes, it's Rich Swann, and they're doing the thing with Kenny Omega, aren't they? Duh. Oh, what if he shows up at their pay-per-view? Rebellion? I think it's called Rebellion?
Yeah, but if he's got
Reduction?
if he's got 90 days, he can't turn up.
Who's to say he has 90 days? He may not.
I think
Some of them do, some of them don't. It's weird.
I thought Dave Things Are Happening Meltzer said they all have 90 days on their contract.
Yeah, but then he also said that Andrade doesn't, so it's odd.
I mean, I think, like...
If he wasn't even allowed to compete anyway, he was just doing commentary, like, why would they give him a non-compete clause if he's supposedly unable to compete?
Because his company is stupid and spiteful.
His company, it's my company!
It's haha. Like, literally, here's my final take on these releases. They didn't need to happen. Like, how much money...
I mean, yeah, you can argue Bo Dallas, sure. Wesley Blake, sure. Mojo, not really. Kalisto, not really. Tucker, fine. Chelsea Green, doesn't make sense. Mickey James, why not put her in a fucking ambassador role? Iconics, no fucking sense. Samoa Joe, no fucking sense. What is the point?
They made $1 billion from Peacock, and you're telling me...
They had the $1 billion given to them by a Peacock. They have the fucking Saudi blood money deal, and yet they're citing budget cuts as a reason for these releases?
You don't tour. You don't do anything anymore. You
Get fucked.
Yeah, I can't...
You fucking suck.
How much more money do you need, you parasite? Because that's what these agents are. They just like, I know, they'll take bumps for 300 and whatever, like 51 weeks of the year, because they take Christmas off.
That's a lot of weeks.
That's a lot of weeks, and then they're really good.
A whole 300. And
then we'll just get rid of them for budgetary reasons. I could understand if they were struggling, but they're not. They've made the most money they ever made last year.
That's like saying fucking
Ever.
Disney is going to release or fire a load of workers because they're having money problems. No, you're not. You're fucking Disney. No, you're not having money problems. You make these fucking deals public. World Wrestling Entertainment, we know how much money's going into you. What the fuck are you doing? Saying that these are budget cuts.
I mean, if there's budget cuts for a company that has made $1 billion in the past year,
it's disgraceful.
I would seriously
You know what the
question
worst thing is?
how much money are you spending then?
The worst thing is that this isn't even going to be the final nail in the coffin. They're just going to keep doing this, like, year after year, month after month. They're going to release people and we think, why the fuck have you done that? It's not going to stop. It's just going to keep happening.
Yeah, and I and the thing is, like, Vince doesn't see AEW as a threat, and I'm like, yeah, but you're not...
He says that now. I hope that they become a threat.
Well, they
just
are.
to spite him.
They are a threat. Of course
I hope they become more of a threat. I hope they become a fucking massive, big, enormous threat. Ginormous threat. The hugest threat. The greatest threat ever.
Because, like, they kicked you off Wednesdays. Whether you like that or you don't
Kick them off Mondays. Put fucking Dynamite on Monday. Monday Night War.
Here we go again. But, like, I don't know. It's so nonsensical and stupid to fire. Like, normally with, like, releases way back when, it'd be like, I don't know, Vladimir Kozlov or something. And you'd be like, alright, fine. But, like...
You know his name's not Kozlov.
It's actually Oleg.
He just wanted to win ECW Championship.
That's not his name. But yeah, like,
I'm never going to let that go. It's great.
Thanks, man. So, yeah, like, I just feel like...
Oh, so shit.
There's so many talented people they've released. It doesn't make any sense. And yet you've still got a bunch of
You still have Velveteen Dream, who's an out fucking pedophile.
Yeah.
You still have fucking Jackson Riker, who we've mentioned is a fucking twat.
Like, you still got those people.
What a fucking right-wing arsehole company.
And it's not even that element of it. It's more the element of... You just got rid of all a bunch of really talented people, and you've kept all the big agents. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You've also, Vince appeared at WrestleMania. His face doesn't look normal for a however old-year-old man. I don't know what he did, but...
You know how Prince Philip has died? And before that, he was, like, viewed as, like, the Palpatine of the world. Where it's like, how the fuck are you still alive? You look like shit. I think Vince is going to take that role now that he's gone.
Yeah,
I think he's literally going to turn into fucking Palpatine and just be like, releases? Do it, damn it!
Vince, I don't think we need to do any releases. Execute.
Shut up, damn it!
Execute Order 66. Why? We don't need to release anyone. Execute. Do it. Like, I don't know.
It's fucking dumb, but...
It's dumb.
We've had our rant. We've had our anger. Are we going to do anything about it? Just complain online.
But what can we do? What can we realistically do, Sam?
So I'm not going to buy any merch from him anymore.
Yeah.
I already cancelled my network subscription.
Damn.
So, there you go.
Alright, so everyone cancel the network, or don't get Peacock, or if you got the Peacock,
don't watch the network on it.
Don't watch the network on it. There you go. Also, what a crappy deal that is. Like, not only... Right, so, God almighty, so not only... Right, I don't live in America. I don't live there, so I don't know. We have crumpets here. Do they have crumpets there? I don't know. I've never been.
What's your point?
They lost everything! They're paying, like, an amount of money, and I don't know what that is, but they've literally lost everything, because it's not available yet.
It makes no sense.
And then they release a whole bunch of people who you can find on the network, whatever is left of it in the US, especially the Iconics, right? Stupid! Stupid.
Find me and follow me, the dark of a matinee, the dark of a matinee, and so it goes on. It will always go on. Forever, then, now, forever, fucking bullshit. Read off the plugs.
So, hi, we have plugs. You can go...
We do have plugs.
Can you
It's
tell?
great.
Can you tell I've been slightly out of it for this entire episode? I don't.
Yes, it's been hilarious. I love it.
What's wrong with me today? I don't know. Is it? I don't. What is wrong?
You're so broken up and you're so sad.
I think it's literally because I've had. No, I'm hydrated. I don't understand. Anyway,
You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter, can't you, Andy?
Yes, if you type in the Suplah, you'll find us. We have Suplah Gaming, which you can go back and watch all of the other our gaming channel where we used to play games together. But we have a Twitch because we're trying to remain relevant. So if you go to twitch.com/thesuplah or type in the Suplah on Twitch, you'll find us that way. We have the adventures of Jay Kager in his MMA career.
He's fucking ragdolling everybody.
And I mean everybody, including
Fandango and Jimenez.
Yes, all of those people.
The dickhead with the star tattoo.
Go and have a look at that. What else do we have? We have a website. I wrote an article. That was the last thing we did to update it for a while. So that would be the last update for the next 6 years. But hey, whatever. If you go to suplah.com, you'll find us. We do have merchandise at redbubble.com/people/thesuplah. Does anyone buy it? I don't know. So there's that. And
Suplah Brawl. We have
Suplah
Drastic Go Down coming in the next few weeks. We have Champion versus Champion. We have the debut of Jay Kager's Punch Palace. We have so many things coming up. Keep your eyes out for it.
Wonderful.
And there's a new podcast in town, isn't there?
Yes, so there's a new podcast. It's called Bitter Chatter. It's done by our Suplah co-hosts Carmine Antonelli and Sam Brooks, who is currently, isn't speaking at the moment, but was speaking. There you go. He's speaking now. They do a podcast. You can find that on Spotify and also on YouTube. Just type in Bitter Chatter and you will find it. It's very good. Is it a part of the Suplah network?
Can be if you want it to be.
We need to talk about that off the air. Anywho, so that's Bitter Chatter. It's a bit like the broadcast, but Bitter Chatter. There you go. Use that as a slogan. You going to use that?
No.
Okay. Fair enough. It's very good. Go listen to it. So I think that's everything, unless I've forgotten anything, Sam.
Nah, that's it. Everyone, go away.
Okay, so until next time. Thank you for watching, and please stay safe, don't do anything stupid. I'm trying to find the outro, which is now gone for some reason. Where's it gone?
Every fucking time, every week we do this?
I will leave. You know what I did with OBS as well, is I deleted half of the images, so I need to put them back on. I'm so good at this. Remind me to do this when I'm clearly not suffering from heat stroke or dehydration or something, because, good lord, it's just been... Yeah. Thank you for watching, goodbye!